Okay, so up here at the campsite, it's some muddy mess. Up here at the campsite, I'm not quite today. Up here at the campsite, um, my goal is to at some point come up here and put a tent up. Take this space to get a tent. Put a tent up right there. Got a new shed. Well, not new. New to us, so I guess it's new. Got a shed sitting over here, so put some stuff in here as well. Yes, so that's the goal, to move some of this stuff. New shed, old shed, which Mother Nature over the years was not kind to. Pit bikes, yeah, we had these pit bikes. They just wouldn't allow us to ride them through here, so they've been sitting for a while. Pulled one out, about to get in the shed. Interested, holler at me. I'll get it, make arrangements. You could buy it and come pick it up. So this tent behind me, well, this tent there, is going to be gone. So then we could get the porch out and have the porch out as well. It is a toy hauler, so we used to have the bikes, sport bikes, the Z900, even the adventure bike during spring break. I would put in there. So, yeah. And as I said, so the goal is to get some of that stuff. Oh man, this tree. I'm gonna have to move some of this stuff also. This stuff, yeah, we gotta cut some of this. Get up here more so we could do some actually work and cut some of this stuff down. Yeah. So this is our home away from home, our getaway. So once that's moved, I'm also move this back as well. And you see it borderlines woods. We are in, I believe it's Andover. I believe it's Andover, Ohio. The goal is to get up here more so we could actually do more with it, spend more time up here. Yeah, that's going in the trash. That's done. Neighbors aren't here. The other neighbors are over there. So, yes, my goal. I had several goals for this year. Rode a bike. That was on the list of goals. So, took another trip on the bike. I wanted to get back to riding bikes, playing soccer, and I believe there's going to be a parents versus kids soccer game. I'm more mobile, but I don't want one of these kids running into me, so I might just be goalie, play goalie. So up here with the new bike, KTM Super Duke. Now, I used to ride the adventure bike up here all the time. Oh yeah, so I may ride out this way. So I used to ride the adventure bike up here all the time. It was my way of doing some off-road stuff. I didn't do like trails or nothing like that, but I would ride around here. Most of it is pretty much like this. So when I came up here with the adventure bike, it was never a problem getting through the gravel, the dirt, the roads. This bike is a little different, but you know, you ride what you got. If that's what you got, that's what you ride. So those of you that do camp, you ride and camp, do you stay in the cabins that they have? They have cabins on this site as well. Do you stay at the cabins or do you throw a tent up? And if so, what's a camping for beginners tent? But also, now on here, I don't have the side cases. I'm thinking about getting the attachment to get the back case on it, because they make a case, but you can't just, the side cases go right in there, so it's set up to go directly in there. But the back case is what I may get for it, because with the back case I can take more. Also, it allows me, I got a travel bag. I got a travel bag on there I could use. But what's a beginner tent? Like, what tent do you start out with? I know nothing about throwing a tent up. And that's why I got the RV. So a lot of times we'd have the RV instead of throwing up a tent. But I watch some of you guys and you actually do tent camping, so I need some advice on that, because I want to throw a tent up before this year is out. I'm gonna throw a tent up, and I got a space. I got a space for it. So yeah, we need a new map on there as well. So I got a space for it because there's space here. So how to put up a tent, how to put a tent up, what to expect when I have the tent. Like, I've stayed at campgrounds, but my campground experience, yeah, I would see people with tents in the tents, but I never put a tent up. So yeah, what's a beginner tent? Have the space. I may stay in the backyard first and then put a tent up here, but have space. I mean, I'm gonna put a few tents up actually. We do have this lot, so we put a few tents up. So I'm gonna start in the backyard first. Backyard, then I'll put a tent up here, because I don't know what to expect. And I hate to be up here and it'd be a bit much. So trying to find a tent that I can travel with. You gotta be able to travel with it, because I don't know, there's campgrounds everywhere. I know KOA has those cabins as well. You can rent a cabin. So that's the goal. Help me out, because I definitely want to do that. So definitely need help with that. So if you got some advice on camping in general, tent camping, not RV camping, tent camping. You got some advice on tent camping, help me out with that, because I'd like to know. I'm not camping out there though. I'm gonna walk through there one day, but I'm not camping out there. But if you have some advice for beginner tents, the process of putting a tent up, is that one that's like hard to do? I want to do something different, and doing the KOA thing in a cabin, I could do that if needed, but I don't want to do that. So what I'd like to do, hear the kids and they're loud. Let me go sit back over here. So what I'd like to do is throw a tent up. I just think it'd be something fun to do. I can say that what I do miss about having that adventure bike is I got spoiled. Because I had the cases on there. I got spoiled because I had cases, and I could throw everything, and sometimes too much, in the cases. Whereas with this bike, don't have the cases this time. I had the cases a lot getting adjusted or getting fixed. So I don't have the cases, which is crazy. Don't have the cases for it, but I miss it because that adventure bike was an all-around great bike. I could do anything on that bike, go anywhere, wasn't worried about it. So I do miss the adventure bike, but after the accident I didn't want to go with an adventure bike because I'm still strengthening my legs, and that bike over there is much lighter. So we're doing outdoor stuff, gravel roads, dirt roads like this road. The other part of it is really a mess. But being outdoor, adventure bikes are for that. So I use mine as an adventure touring because I would ride it anywhere, but I could take stuff. The back case The side cases, I could take a lot of stuff. This one, I can't take much just yet. But I may have to put some money aside to get the back attachment bracket and the back case. Stuff's not cheap. But I gotta make it happen. And then if wifey wants to ride the bike to work, she has the rear attachment. I mean the rear case as well to take her stuff to work. So, all right. So that's about it. I'm not out here trying to be yapping. But once again, if you camp and you do tents, please let me know. Give me some advice. Send me a message, something, because my goal is to get a tent up here